Today we're going to be talking about the system of measurement that is used here in the United States, that called now the U.S. Customary Measurement System, and then also talking about how we can convert back and forth between U.S. customary and metric units. So first let's talk about the units used for measurement in the U.S. customary system. Our measurements for length are inches, feet, yards, and miles. For measuring capacity or volume, we use fluid ounces, cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. And then to measure weight, or the equivalent of mass in the metric system, we're using ounces, pounds, and tons. This table also includes the conversions for time. And I'm hoping you're noticing already, as you're looking at this table, that in the metric system we use powers of 10 to convert between each unit. The U.S. customary system doesn't do things quite so nicely. There really is no relationship between these units. 12 to 1, 3 to 1, 5,280 to 1, 16 and 2,000, just very arbitrary. So when you're given a test or an exam over this, I will provide this chart to you to use while you're testing. So to fill in a couple of equivalencies here, 1 hour, according to our chart, is the same thing as 60 minutes. Hopefully one that you knew. A pint, a single pint, it would take 2 pints in order to make 1 quart. And 1 foot is the equivalent of 12 inches. So we can use unit fractions to do our conversions in this system as well. To convert 180 seconds into minutes, I put the 180 seconds over 1, just like I did in the metric system, and then choose the unit fraction that will get my seconds to cancel out and leave me with minutes. Since 1 minute is the equivalent of 60 seconds, that's the unit fraction that I want to use here. And since 60 fits into 180 evenly 3 times, my final answer will be 3 minutes. Converting yards to feet works the same way. I put 4 yards over 1. I have to refer to my table to see that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. And I create a unit fraction with that information that will allow the yards to cancel out, leaving me with the unit feet, and 4 times 3, 12, for a total of 12 feet. Converting quarts to gallons, I want to look for the relationship on my chart between quarts and gallons, and it says here that 1 gallon is the equivalent of 4 quarts. So I put quarts on the bottom so that the quarts will cancel out, and I'll put 4 down here next to quarts, 1 next to gallons. After quarts cancel out, I am left with 5/4 of a gallon. Or if you wanted to write this as 1 1/4 gallons, or 1.25 gallons, any of those answers would be just fine. To convert 1,400 pounds to tons, I look up here again for where I first create my unit fraction. I'm going to have pounds on the bottom, tons on the top, in order to get the pounds to cancel out, and 1 ton is the equivalent of 2,000 pounds. Doing the math for this, I can cross out the pounds. I can also get rid of 2 powers of 10. This leaves me with 14 over 20, which will reduce to 7 over 10. So I can write my final answer either 7/10 ton in fraction form, or if you prefer, 7/10 also writes as a decimal in that same form.